Oh God, don't say all right in that manner. Oh God, don't say all right in that manner. Oh shit, I can hear myself. No, 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 mute, please. Thank you. Hear myself. No, 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 no.
Oopsies.
But yeah, you said that. You said all right in that tone, and the immediate thought in my head was, "Who touched my gun?"
All right.
Why do you do this?
I don't know. It's funny.
I'm aware of that. Also, unfortunately, Rob is not going to be able to join us for commentary tonight, so I might have to go looking in the crowd for a certain other one if he's here.
Define other one. There's several that I know of.
Oh, yeah, I know, but there's one that I know for sure that's more than likely in the audience somewhere. Let's see. Well, kind of like Texan, all I got to do is threaten one of his hands. So, just give me a sec. I'll just go swimming in the crowd. I think I know where he is. I've already picked up on him. Okay. Okay, Jimmy. Here I come. What's the splotchy idiot doing?
Looking for somebody.
Oh shit, I didn't leave an advertisement on Twitter. Damn it. And bada bing. Oh, I hate using that expression. Stop doing that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I guess he's not here. Let me try one more time.
Exactly who are you looking for there, Chief?
Texan. Or Jim, more importantly. Hello, Hannah.
Heyo.
Come on now. I guess he'll be along in a little bit. No response. No response. He might be eating, come to think of it. Oh, hey, Fang.
Hey there.
Might have to get somebody else on the card later, too. Considering. Yeah, what the hell. Do that a little bit after, though. Well, I guess this is a decent amount. We can get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to XPWL, and we are live with Wednesday Night Whirlwind. Of course, I am Mark Wondersham alongside the Inverted Shadow, and tonight we've got ourselves a couple of title matches as well as some interesting extra matches, including a mixed gender, which should be really awesome, actually. On top of that, we should get down to ringside because I know they're setting up for the very first match of the night, and we're starting off with, of all things, a handicap match. The man that made his debut on Saturday night, Max Power, takes on Scott and Roy, the McGregor twins, next in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Hello, Ronick.
Hello. Interesting that Max here should be in this scenario.
I don't think management was too happy with the factor that he took a payout from Anderson to do his job.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, Jesus. Jim, you did make it. Okay.
I was by the hot dog stand.
So what got you rushing over here? The factor that we called for you, or the factor that Rachidile was looking around in the crowd for you?
You called me? Or text me? I don't know.
Well, no, we tried to call you because we thought we saw you in the crowd, but we didn't realize you were taking off towards the concession stands.
I didn't know you needed me.
Well, no, we didn't either, but unfortunately we ran into a problem. Rob was unable to make it tonight, so I figured if, at least tonight, if as good a time as any, welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me. This is Jim Johnson from the YWL. For all that don't know.
No
Always a
worries.
pleasure.
You know, you're always allowed to plug the YWL on both the YouTube and Twitch channels. You know that, Jim, right?
I don't bother.
Well, you should. Go to Texan Gamer 13's YouTube channel for your YWL action.
Yes.
Just gonna endorse it right now because a lot of our boys are there and a lot of his boys are over here anyway, so it'd be worth it just to take a look.
Well,
Very
let's get this
diverse.
play started.
Here we go. Oh boy.
Oh, this guy is new.
Well, he's new to you, but he's not new to me. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a handicap 2-on-1 match scheduled for one fall. Currently on his way to the ring from Little Rock, Arkansas, this is the Maximum Max Power!
The guy looks like a trucker country boy.
Maximum Max, would you be any less creative there, boyo?
The thing is that to be fair, it may be a stupid catchphrase, but this guy kind of makes up for his stupid catchphrases with how good he is in the ring. Not gonna lie, this guy'll friggin' eat most people alive. And considering he's in the super heavyweight division, Shad, I wouldn't go threatening the new guy if you don't know what he's like in the ring yet for yourself.
I don't doubt it.
You're probably gonna have to.
Also, take
be a
in
little
mind,
wary.
Max also has a secondary function here. He basically has put himself up as a mercenary. If anybody wants to take the night off, give your check to him, and he'll go out there and beat up your enemy for you. So he doesn't have any allegiance either. What he did for Anderson was a one-off.
Oh, he's getting punished for it though.
What the? They're coming out separately? Okay, I'm gonna have to check 2K22 after this broadcast is over because I think it reset some of my tag team stuff again. Must have been the new update. Oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, the next participant in this match, representing the McGregor twins, this is Scott McGregor!
One of the other super heavyweights are in this match.
Big blue fire-headed Scottish guy about to go out there and whoop some ass, and his brother's no different.
Will Max Powers be able to handle both these guys, though, is beyond me.
Well, like I said, when you kind of just decide you're going to show up, mess up your actual debut match, which, to be completely honest, Max was supposed to debut tonight. He shouldn't have even been at Slam Masters, so how Anderson even knew he was under contract yet was beyond me. Either Anderson's got somebody on the inside or he's just that nosy. And I'm going to guess that he more than likely is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Scott's brother and tag team partner, this is Roy McGregor!
Are they twins?
Yes, they are, actually. You wouldn't know it. Not completely, anyway.
Probably not.
I mean, the beard on Scott clearly gives them some kind of distinction.
Oh yeah, and Scott also has that giant scar on his chest.
That's true, too, but Roy, not without his own. He's got one over his eye. And Max is squaring off with Scott first. So apparently, we're going to have it under tag rules here, so Scott and Roy actually have to tag in and out.
I don't think that's going to be that big of an issue. Or it's gonna be
Not
any
really!
difference either way.
Oh my God!
They're still going to try to pummel Max Powers.
Max is already in deep trouble. Scott wasting little time on him, and he's going to tag Roy in early. Look at this. Who cares about conserving? Just beat the snot out of him.
And
Ain't it always great when
Roy-
brothers share? Oh!
Ooh.
Stun gun
Yeah,
on the
but-
ropes.
yeah, but one's going to be hogging the other.
Well, maybe, maybe not. Roy and Scott doing a really good job of keeping Max from being able to do anything. Spinning power bomb.
Oh, elevated.
Kind of shades of the oh my God.
And deadlifting Max Power off the ground into a military position.
Did I say he... I'm going to admit this. He said he was a mercenary. He didn't say he was the best one. Then again, him being in the ring with two guys. Uh-oh, here we go again. Up and down.
Oh, spirit bomb.
Well, we already know Max has that friggin' power bomb off the top rope, the OP bomb. But he's got to be able to pull it off, but is he even going to be able to get... Whoa, look at that! Tackled...
Uh-oh. German suplex!
Tackled Scott. Scott did not move. Power falls first. And then just thrown around like a rag doll. Uh-oh.
Oh my
Ugh.
God. Whoa.
Ah! Cloverleaf backbreaker. Max is in deep trouble.
Hey, what was your first clue there?
Quite a few things, it seems, and...
What the hell? Oh! Backbreaker and then a club to the head. Roy going to the second rope here. What the
daring
hell?
Max to get back up.
The hell is he doing?
And...
Boom!
Oh!
Nice shoulder tackle, but he almost bowled over the ref. Oh, misses the elbow. Max has had Max has had very little offense in this match. The McGregors are just destroying him out here tonight.
I guess he wasn't prepared for something like this.
Not really, no. And, oh, backbreaker. And Roy's not done with him. No. Tags in Scott. Max needs to get the hell out of there, honestly. I know this sounds really stupid coming from somebody like me, but if I were somebody like Max, I'd be going out there and trying to get myself disqualified or something.
Straight Jack and German.
Get the hell out of this match while he still can. Oh. And Max is a mess.
Well, that at least the sight of his
Oh,
face is-
what a chop. And, headbutt.
Max trying to gain some offense now.
Scott didn't even fall off his feet. Oh, took him down there, though.
We did that end, though.
And another elbow misses. Scott trying to square up. Max Irish whip into the corner. Hard chop. And, ooh.
Elbow to the face. Scott not done.
Well, maybe he will be, depending on this. Ooh, club to the back. And Max trying for a pin. What the hell are you doing it in the corner? One. Yeah, not even close, Max.
Not even.
It looks like he's going up on the second rope, and it looks like Roy isn't going to stop him.
And, cross body. Okay, kind of impressive for him to be able to pull off a crossbody, being a guy his size.
You know, from what I've seen, sometimes I'm just used to big men being as agile as cruiserweights.
Whoa! Sit out spine buster.
The sky high connects.
Pretty much. And, oh, wow, trying to open Scott up here.
I need to give him another scar.
No. 1, 2. Scott kicks out again. You got to do more than that, Max.
Indeed.
Ugh. If I didn't know better, I'd say some of that blood of his is getting in his hair. Oh, my God.
Oh, look at this.
Sit out.
Really?
Holy shit. 1, 2.
And Roy stopping the count.
That was insane. The factor that he just took the brunt of a beating from Scott McGregor, and the factor that he just friggin' YOLO'd up, lifted him up off the canvas and sit out power bombed him like that.
And elbows Roy.
Roy in the way of the camera here. Oh, gut shot. Scott with a counter. Whoa, went for a high right hand. Max ducked it.
I just realized that both these two are practically the same height.
Uh-oh. Oh, spin out choke slam. 1.
One.
Oh,
Only
what?
Only a 1.
How How the hell? No way. Only a 1. My ass. Oh,
And
clothesline.
Clothesline. And looks like he's... Uh-oh.
Oh.
Another one.
Scott not holding anything back with these heavy lariats. And drops the elbow for good measure. And again, ain't it nice how the brothers share? Roy now getting into the ring. Uh-oh.
Oh, deadlift.
Max is done. Power slam!
Power slam.
Going for a cover, though.
I don't know. Whoa. Tried to grab Max for something, but he didn't get him up. And over the top to the concrete right in front of us here. Roy.
That's right in front of the tables.
Hey, easy now.
Max, Roy, get the hell away from my table, please.
I'm sure they won't be going through the table, Mark.
Doesn't matter. Oh! Well, Roy might have a concussion after this one.
Ow.
And Max trying to get back in the ring, and he does so. Scott just let him go. Blue men of the Lynch, apparently. Or the Minch, sorry. Oh. And again, Max clubbing and neck breaker. Tried for a kick. Oh, jeez. Whoa.
Slam. Or some kind of spinning power slam.
I thought, to be honest with you, I thought Max was going for a drop kick. I thought Scott picked him up out of the air. Oh, and here we go again.
Power slam.
That might be it. One, two.
Nope, not it.
Max kicks out.
Well, he certainly is one tough bodyguard.
I got to admit, though, I don't think he knows where he is right now. Did you see him in that pin position? The lights are on, but no one's home.
Whoa,
what the hell?
What the? Max Power with a Hurricane Rana.
How the hell did he do that?
He's going to be 7 feet tall.
You know, Roy and Scott, they're not small guys by any length, but how the hell? Oh, my God.
Max, go for that avalanche power bomb.
He calls it the OP bomb, Jim. Off the top with the OP bomb.
Oh. Unbelievable.
That had to hurt. Will it be enough, though, or will Roy stop the count?
Scott does.
Scott breaks it up.
Yep,
Scott.
Yep, Roy is the clean-shaven one. And Max pissed off. Trying to open up Roy McGregor here. Elbow misses.
This was the elbow.
He's done that 4 times in this match, and he still hasn't been able to connect with it.
Super kick into straightjacket German.
Max is laid out here. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a concussion, and Roy picks him up. Running power slam. Is he done now? One, two.
Nope.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, well, this'll end it.
Well, if that didn't end it, this might.
Roy picks him up.
God.
What the hell? Oh!
Into an immediate cover.
One, two,
2, 3. Oh!
You're kidding!
Barely kicking
Gut wrench power bomb. Roy's pissed off now, and chin lock. And you know what? Max might not be able to keep himself from tapping on this one. He's taking a hell of a beating. And Roy can't get him to tap.
Again, he's got to be tough for a bodyguard.
He's not a bodyguard. He's a mercenary. Ow! Where the hell did that come from? Caught him mid-clothesline and held on to him. And
Breaker and into rear ear clothesline. That
just decked Roy in the side of the head. Gut shot. Trying to size up Roy. It's not going to work. Shoulder tackle.
And into the other corner. Into an Irish whip.
And oh, what a boot
Big
to the
boot.
head. I don't think Roy knows where he is. 1, 2. Where the hell is Scott? Kick out.
He's still in the corner. I guess he believed that his brother was going to be able to kick out of that.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. The look on his face when he saw Max hit him with that kick, I think he actually hesitated for a second.
Mongolian chop. And now just 2 kicks to the back and just walks over Roy.
Max is trying to assert some kind of dominant feel here.
And another straightjacket German incoming.
Honestly, if he'd have held on to that, he probably would have gotten the cover. I think he might have wasted his moment here. 1, 2. Yep. Just barely, but he got the shoulder up. There we go. Roy needs to get out of there. He needs to be out of there for a few minutes and into it again. He did it to Roy. Now he's got Scott.
And
Max is trying to maul these two. Whoa, axe handle does not connect.
And, and double ow and a triple ow.
Irish whip in the corner. And Max was thinking about something, and Scott says absolutely no. Puts him into the corner. Uh-oh. I don't know if this is advisable, but off the ropes here. Double back body drop. What in the hell is Roy going to the top rope? Elbow does not connect.
Trying to go for the back.
Uh-oh. Up and down. 1, 2. Scott breaks it up.
Scott breaks it up.
It's been one hell of an opener tonight, hasn't it?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm a little bit worried about Roy. He's taking a lot of power bombs and that boot to the head. I don't think he knows where he is right now. And yeah, Scott's even getting into the ring to stop a shoulder claw. How often do we see that?
Not a whole lot, but Roy catching that boot.
These two are tough, though. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing.
Whoa.
A reverse of a reverse.
Tried a standing clothesline. That didn't work. Gut shot by Max again. Kick. Elbow to the back and a neck breaker.
Ow.
And Roy finally
getting shot in.
Excellent Scott again. And
Scott rushed Max, but he missed.
And right into the start.
Whoa!
No, there's the jumping clothesline.
Uh-oh, Max deadlift into a powerbomb position.
What?
Holy shit, what the hell? 1, 2. That's
3.
it.
And Scott managed to put away Max Power with that move.
I don't even think Max knew what hit him. I honestly thought he was going to go for some kind of power bomb, and he spins it into a DDT. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That had to hurt.
But I'm going to be completely honest with you here. Again, Scott looks great, but Roy, he might be a bit worse for wear after that kick to the head.
Maybe he'll be fine, but I don't know.
Here are your winners, Scott and Roy, the McGregor twins.
What a hell of an opener. Max held on for as long as he could, but in the end, the McGregor twins showing why they are as ruthless as they come in the tag team division.
That's for sure.
Most assuredly.
Let me just go back to the card, please. Ah. No. We're not doing that again.
Huh?
Well, remember how we have this one teeny weeny little issue with everybody deciding, hey, we don't like the referees. We're going to go hurt them now.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't happen in an Extreme Rules match, so I'm going to make sure that it does not happen.
Good idea.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
I already have a bad feeling. I have a feeling that after the show, I'm going to have to do a lot more editing.
Don't go crazy now.
But I wanna. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Yeah, let's mix it up tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest actually was put together a little while ago, and it's an interesting little concept here. We have Belle the Octoling and Shad's superfan, Ruby Sunshine, taking on Academic Mayhem members Fia Meta and Papercut. And I believe this is the first time Papercut and Fia have actually tagged up together.
At least in the XPWL, I know.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that they were the YWL Women's Tag Champs for a sizable amount of time.
Well,
They
then,
were for
well,
a good
then,
while.
yeah. Well, then, you know, more power to them. That means that they're probably going to be able to work really well in this match too.
I just hope Ruby's gonna be alright, cause I don't want to talk about it.
She'll be
Yeah,
alright.
Don't worry about it.
She's the multi-reality champion for a reason. She has to have some kind of talent if she can manage to beat somebody for that, especially considering who had it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
that's
I don't want to say. I don't want to say anything, you know, derogatory towards the former champion, obviously. But that was a hell of a clash between the two of them.
It was, yeah.
Ah, crap.
What?
Is something Kaiser said. An ad played for them while we were talking.
Whoopsie.
I don't. Things happen. Don't worry. But it has been a while since I've seen Fia and Paper tag, even in YWL.
This is just a standard put-together match, Kaiser, between Belle, Ruby, Fia Meta, and Papercut of the Academic Mayhem. Second match on the card, Extreme Rules, because I have a feeling the referee's going to get KO'd within the first 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And that being said, though, our referees are durable enough. We've seen it.
I guess they are.
Durable enough, anyway.
Interesting with her coming out first.
There's that title strapped around Ruby's chest.
No worries, Nook Nook. Glad you could join
Wait.
us.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Motiverse, she is your XPWL multi-reality champion, the inverted superfan, Ruby Sunshine.
Had a crazy battle with Diara for that title.
Not only that, I don't think Ruby was doing this to rub salt in the wound, but take in mind, it wasn't just her beating Diara for the multi-reality championship. It was how she did it. She used Diara's finisher on herself.
Yeah.
Like,
my guess is that Ruby didn't even know that was her finishing move.
maybe not, or maybe she saw how devastating it was and decided to use it anyway.
I mean,
There's nothing that says she can't.
Nothing can deny that she did it very effectively.
Yeah. We are gonna have to admit that.
And then this one, a former champion who hasn't actually gotten her shot to get it and to go after it again.
And oh god, here comes the tank.
Everybody get under the table! That thing's
so-
loaded!
Somebody might want to tell the Inkling in the fourth row to sit down. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! There, well, that's another lawsuit.
Too late.
Seriously, where in the hell did she get that thing?
It's supposed to be a Nerf dart. Why the hell are Inklings so easy to smash? Ladies and gentlemen,
Ruby's tag team partner, representing the new regime, this is Belle, the Octoling.
and hell, Belle, I think the only reason why she wanted in on this match is because she wasn't in a match earlier, so she just wanted something to do.
She wanted someone to launch that dart at. I don't even know if she realized she had an Octoling.
High velocity projectile, nothing, JC. It's a Nerf dart. I've been hit by that thing before. Yeah, it smarts, but it shouldn't injure.
Yeah.
If that Inkling was standing up on his chair again and fell back into a row of fans, I swear to God, we're going to have to put him in another place.
Probably.
Oh, apparently we hit Magnus. Well,
Sorry, Mag. Anyways. Looks like they're coming out separately too.
like I said, I'm gonna have to do some editing after the show. I think the tag team area might have gotten screwed up. I'll have to double check it.
Their opponents. First, from the Badlands and representing the Academic Mayhem, she is the psychopathic femme scout Fiametta!
One of the most dangerous women I think I've seen in YWL.
Everywhere she...
Psychopath, reality warper, and her accolades certainly speak for themselves.
Oh,
Getting a little nutty, are we?
true. I mean, it's Fiametta.
Oh, I know.
It's kind of to be expected.
I'm not the only one who also noticed she's bulked up. I've not commented on this before. I think she's bulked up a little bit.
Well, she might have. You know
I
what?
can't tell.
Well, now that she's got her jacket and everything off, yeah, I can see that she's toned up a lot.
Well, I can't tell. And
Uh-oh.
here comes the inverted protege.
You know, I'm a little worried about this match, come to think of it, because you also got to remember the protege and the superfan are in the same damn match, and they're on opposite sides of the ring. I don't think management thought about this.
Fiametta's tag team partner, from the realm of shadows and also representing the Academic Mayhem, that she is the inverted paper cut.
And not gonna lie, Paper on her way to the ring, she didn't take her eyes off Ruby the whole time she was coming down here.
I think she's still skeptical on her.
Well, maybe.
I suppose it can be.
And Belle, of course, is waving because she wants to be friends with everybody. You're in the middle of a match and you're trying to make friends. Come on, girl.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about what's going to happen to them in this match. And the referee just got slugged by Fia. The ref got slugged by Fia after Belle grabbed him from behind.
And Paper Cut and Ruby immediately locking up.
I was afraid of this.
What's the big deal?
Again, we don't know. Remember, we don't know how Paper feels about Ruby, especially, you know, given the circumstances the last few times they've been around each other has not exactly been pleasant. You ought to know, you were there.
Yeah. I haven't seen Paper or Ruby interact with one another all that much.
No, but
I've not seen it.
No, but we don't. We also don't know if there's any kind of resentment or anything between the two of them either.
Fiametta working on Belle's face.
Armbar. Oh, shoulder first into the canvas, and a jawbreaker for good measure.
And Fia right up out of that.
Whoa, chokeplex. And ooh, Paper misses a leg drop on Ruby.
Ruby now taking Paper Cut and inverted DDT.
Oh! catapulting Bell up into the air just to catch her with a knee lift on the way down.
What is Ruby doing?
Going for top rope and just went for
That
the double axe handle.
that wasn't an axe handle. She came down with her elbow. Like point of the elbow right to the top of Paper's head. Oh my God!
This is the top rope move and just lands on the concrete.
Chest first. How the hell is she even breathing right now?
I have not a clue. I've never seen her
What
do
the hell is she doing? Oh!
And
The hell kind of inverted figure four. And Bell's got a kendo stick.
Fia better watch out.
Oh God. Well, she got whapped once. And Papercut and Ruby more than willing to keep brawling out here on the concrete. And Bell up on top now. And elbow. Yeah, Paper and Ruby having absolutely no qualms about brawling out here at all. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not on the concrete. Oh!
Oh, I thought they were going to hit the steel steps.
That was very close. Oh!
Oh!
Ruby chair shot.
Ruby just knocks Paper with the chair. Oh!
Iron Claw slam.
Oh my God, she's got a stick now.
Oh! And
A little clothesline from Paper.
Oh no!
Like
Oh!
From vengeance and kendo stick shots to Ruby's back.
Oh my God! Solid shots too. Oh, Bell! Off
Ruby?
screen.
Oh! I think she barely hit the
Fia with a choke slam. Immediate cover on Bell.
One, two. Bell kicks out. Ruby picks up the chair and Paper stops her dead. Ooh! Face crusher.
And out comes Fia looking for toys as well.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, that's a ladder.
And it's a ladder.
Oh God, and Bell gets...
Really clonks Bell with it. Paper Cut sent back in. Ruby right in after her.
And Paper had her in a grapple. Ruby actually able to get out of it. Nice ring presence. And Fia off the post.
Bell tried going for something, but Paper Cut counters.
No!
And Bell hits Fia with a chair.
She's really trying to clock her here. Missed her twice. Fia gets it out of her hands and suplex, front suplex.
Oh my God.
Ruby, package driver. Oh!
Hit the chair.
Face buster on the concrete. Whoa!
Try going for that corkscrew elbow of hers. Paper Cut dodges. I don't think Paper Cut's all that immune.
Oh no!
Going for the super paper cutter.
Oh, she's going for this already? I've never seen her go for that.
Director's.
Oh my God!
You're kidding! She's gonna break out the
Director's
cut.
Director's cut!
No.
That's it. Ruby is not getting up from that. Director's cut, one and done. One,
two,
three.
And
it's
the match
over.
is over. The first paper cutter in this match.
And it was the director's cut.
She went right for the director's cut. Didn't even hesitate at all.
Well, that was Bell was going for the Venom spit, but it didn't really affect Fia Meta.
Fia didn't shake it off. She let Bell hit her with it and then grabbed her by the throat.
There it is again.
Clearly, Paper Cut wanted to hit that.
Ow!
Here are your winners, Paper Cut and Fia Meta, the Academic Mayhem!
Bell's trying to wake up Ruby on the outside, and Ruby's out cold.
Bell looks like she's limping.
I'm just...
She did take some pretty bad spills.
I'm kind of shocked. I thought she would have at least went for the ink drop DDT or just the vanilla paper cutter immediately. No, right for the director's cut.
No, she didn't even hesitate. That's a little scary.
I guess you're right. There may actually be some animosity I haven't seen before between Paper and Ruby.
I might have to talk to Paper Cut about that.
Well, again, the thing with her and Belle was a one and done thing, but even like again, Belle's helping Ruby get to the back here, and I gotta be completely honest with you, she looks pretty banged up.
That's the next match incoming.
And as far as I'm also aware, this supposedly is not the Mayhem's the only outing tonight.
No, they'll be in action later as well. That being said, we're heading into a rather volatile territory as the Giant Slayer, as it were, wants to take on Apocalypse. Gabriel the Destroyer, the smaller competitor, has vowed he is going to pick up and give the Vertebreaker to Apocalypse tonight.
That is quite the alien task.
Apocalypse somewhat riding high ever since he got that victory over Big Tankintosh some time ago. But I guess it's not enough for Apocalypse. He wants to continue on. And in case you've forgotten, Gabriel is also a former world champion.
And of redemption from earlier. Holy, that was brutal! I feel kinda bad for Ruby. Just kinda.
Ow. And there's also any indication, Apocalypse has also been facing former world champions so he can get to the world title picture.
You saw that I said that I have a hard head, right? Yes, Apex. As far as I know, the ring is reinforced, JC.
I don't think Gabriel's gonna go for a superplex.
Don't be so sure. We've seen crazier stuff happen. You know this. You've been present when it does.
I've seen 2 rings collapse.
And yes, Ronick, Gabriel has defeated Violence. Not only that, he was the first giant that Gabriel ever picked up.
Oh, that, and Gabriel also destroyed the Violence for the Super Heavyweight title.
That is another thing that's lingering. What Apocalypse is holding. I really hope Texan has got eyes in the back of his head, because who knows when Apocalypse is going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, that much is worrying. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring first, from Chroma City, he is the current XPWL Grab for Glory winner for the men's division. This is the Walking Apocalypse! Probably one of the most dangerous and Chroma City stars I think I've seen aside from Violence.
That being said, though, I think you get more. I think you actually get more speech out of Apocalypse than you do any of the other ones from Chroma City, to be honest.
I think he's only a talkative person because he hangs out with another talkative wrestler, also from Chroma City, Heradius in the YWL.
Oh, here we go. Jim, you want to take a stab at this one?
I guess so. His opponent, also from Chroma City, he is the small warrior who slams the giants. This is Gabriel the Destroyer!
Well, that there was pretty good, Jim.
That is pretty good.
Gabriel the Destroyer walking out here tonight with a purpose.
Well, like I said, talked to him earlier, he guarantees he's going to pick Apocalypse up and give him the Vertebreaker. And you know what? For a smaller guy, with how bulked up he is, for him to be able to move like that is actually a marvel in itself as well.
Again, I'm used to big dudes. See, they're doing some agile shit.
Well, again, Gabriel is not a big dude. He's just built like a truck. Like, he really outdid himself this year.
That much was obvious. And Apocalypse staring down Gabriel. I think this is actually the first time these two have actually fought.
And it should be interesting to see how it goes. And immediately, Apocalypse goes on the offense. Oh!
And already trying to throw him like a ragdoll.
Apocalypse is making the same mistake every super heavyweight that stepped in the ring with Gabriel's made. Pick up the small guy and throw him around and piss him off. And Gabriel, not wasting any time, trying to pick him apart with a submission hold. Oh, God.
Get him so far.
Oh.
Picking him up with ease.
Grabbing him by the back of the neck. Now, what the hell is... Oh, my God. Oh!
Choke slam.
I heard Gabriel's face hit the mat first. And, oh, wow. Gabriel grabbing Apocalypse by the neck.
Oh.
Heavy shot to the gut.
Shot to the face.
Oh, my God.
And
Nice.
springboard.
Springboard moonsault. Good effect. Trying to focus on Apocalypse's arms. Apocalypse, if he picks him up, like, you know, the worst he could, the worst Gabriel could do was take Apocalypse's arms away from him. You take away the arms, you take away the F5, you take away the F10, the Chaos Driver. So many moves in his arsenal, but Gabriel's not really having that much luck.
Not right now, anyway. And, ooh.
Getting a mud hole stomped in him first. Oh!
Shot to the midsection. If you notice, Apocalypse is also working around the torso of Gabriel. You take away Gabriel's torso, you take away the vertebrae.
Yeah, because the leverage, you wouldn't be able to keep Apocalypse up long enough to do it. Then again, Gabriel not really giving Apocalypse a choice. He has to come at him with everything.
And Gabriel tossing Apocalypse like he's nothing.
What the hell? Whoa!
Oh!
Springboard backflip into a
Pele
kick. First time I've ever seen anybody do that.
Well, it's working for him so far.
Oh!
Shot to the midsection. And up on his shoulders.
Snake eyes!
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if the PlayStation Network is currently undergoing maintenance. Oh no! Oh!
Deadlift.
Oh no! Ooh!
Oh, hit that knee just busted open Gabriel.
I think he just stole. Oh God! Stole JC's finisher! Choke slam! I don't think Gabriel knew what hit him.
Two.
Only a
And
2
only a
count.
2.
What a shot! I think that knee lift Apocalypse hit Gabriel with was harder than the one JC usually uses. And whoa, Gabriel with a slap to the face.
He just bitch slapped him.
That could be very unwise.
Gabriel drops him down, super
And
kick.
slap to the face.
What in the hell is he trying now?
Oh no. But he's
Moving him back away
trying
from
to
the
move him away
ropes.
from the ropes. Trying to get a pin on him.
1,
1,
2,
2.
only
And
2.
only a 2.
He took too much time. Gabriel trying to get him back to his feet. Ooh. Kick to the go. Oh my God, here it is!
The vertebrae.
Vertebraker!
Look at, oh my God! Oh!
Hits it.
Apocalypse folded up like an accordion. This might be it. 1,
1,
2.
2, 3. Oh!
The referee was slow.
Barely kicking out of that.
That would have been a 3 if not for the ref there.
Gabriel not taking any chances here. Off the top. Oh, Dragon Rana.
Rana. Some kind of Frankensteiner. Oh.
Gabriel out of frustration, he's going to the high rent district a little bit too much, if you ask me.
A little bit, yeah.
And trying to break his arm here.
Something.
Kick to the back.
He is not happy right now.
He is firing on all cylinders. Yeah, I think he thought the vertebraker would have got him the victory. Turns him around. Is he going to try to pin him again? Yes, he is. One,
two,
Two. And again.
and only get 2.
Uh-oh. Might have just pissed the big man off, Gabriel. Oh, club to the back. Uh-oh. Kick to the go. No.
Hit it!
Chaos driver. One, two.
2.
And only 2.
Gabriel barely kicking out of that as well.
The look on his face says it all. He is in a lot of pain right now. And Apocalypse not even waiting. Chinlock applied here. Trying to choke him out.
Trying to at least stretch the back out.
Good grief.
Oh, knee lift.
Hard knee.
Oh, no, not again. Gabriel up off the canvas and face first into the floor. Oh, my God. Flapjack.
Cover again.
One,
One.
two.
Two.
Oh.
Oh, barely again.
That had to have been a 17-foot drop when Apocalypse tossed him up in the air like that.
And up onto the top rope, Gabriel.
Agile like a cat, but he missed the elbow.
Not exactly a big cat.
Oh. Couple knee lifts. Gabriel springboard again into the moonsault.
I must really like that springboard so much.
And again back to the arm and the back.
He might as well be in a jungle world.
Oh, another super kick. That might be it. One, two.
Two.
No.
Oh my! I can't believe that wasn't 3.
Me neither.
He is one durable son of a gun.
Oh, tried to go for a boot. That didn't work. Apocalypse. Oh! Palms his face. Choke slam.
Ooh.
I think he just killed him. One, two.
Two.
Nope.
Somehow.
How the hell is he still there?
I don't question these things, Mark. I think we've all learned this one.
Gabriel again grabbing Apocalypse by the neck and punching him in the gut. Right hand.
Not the face.
Apocalypse again back to his feet.
Get him. Former world champion up. And
Nope,
whoa.
that didn't work. Oh, back
And
suplex.
back suplex.
Now what the hell is he doing? Going up to the top.
Up.
Oh, Phoenix splash.
Phoenix.
One,
One.
two.
Two.
No.
How close was that?
Very.
And the
And
referee was on point that time.
And you know what? With the springboarding and everything is one thing, but who the hell would have expected to see Gabriel do a Phoenix splash off the top rope? He's never done one of those.
I've never seen him do it either.
Oh,
Another
snake eyes.
And wait, what the? Alley-oop bomb.
Gabriel up again.
Oh. Him.
Flapjack and a hard elbow. Extra insurance, 2 of them. 3 of them.
You think that's enough, mate?
It's never enough.
Not for Apocalypse, apparently. Club to the back. And, uh-oh. Picks him up. Power
Another
bomb.
Power bomb.
And a submission hold? That close to the ropes? Yeah, okay, Apocalypse. Now what the hell is he doing?
Wow.
Oh.
It's always he's trying to at least get what pushes him.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Took his legs right out from under him there. No luck. Hard body shot, boot to the gut, and a DDT. And now Gabriel trying to feed shots to Apocalypse again. Just, cold clocking him, and I think he might have busted him up.
Oh dear.
Oh. Yeah, he's going straight for that scar.
Oh, no.
And looks like he's going to attempt the vertebraker again.
No luck there. What the?
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
sidewalk slam. And Apocalypse
What's he going
waiting.
for?
Uh-oh. Picks him up. Up onto his shoulder. Oh, my God. F10.
10.
That could have sealed the deal there.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three.
and Apocalypse with a brutal battle, managing to pick up the victory over the Destroyer.
Jesus.
I got to admit, I didn't think we'd see the vertebraker, but again, look at some of these moves that Apocalypse pulled off on Gabriel. You see your choke slams, that F10. There's the vertebraker.
Barely kicking out of that one. And there was the assault right after. He was not a happy camper after he managed to kick out of the damn vertebraker.
No, he went nuts for a few minutes there. And there's that flapjack that we thought might have ended it too.
He landed on his head so many times.
Yeah.
Here is your winner, Apocalypse!
What a finish.
I wonder if Gabriel remembers what day it is.
We're gonna have to check, but congratulations to the walking Apocalypse.
That was a hell of a match, though, I got to admit. Gabriel will probably be impressed with how the match went. Knowing him, he values the fights that he gets himself into, so I don't know, maybe he'll be happy with the factor that somebody actually took him on and stood up to him. Oh boy. Well, this could be interesting.
Apocalypse that wants the matches.
What's going on, Mark?
We're about to find out. Just give me a second here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just for the hell of it, we've got a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match.
Well, this can be dangerous.
It can be, and it more than likely will be. We have Sister Abigail, Brianni Del Rey, the reigning XPWL Shooting Star Champion, Cynical Flitter, and La Livy in a fatal four-way match where anything goes. And I think there's a bit of rules that I forgot. I might have to restart the match. Damn it. I forgot to put elimination on. That was the problem.
It happens.
We can always turn off the entrances and get right back to the action after everybody's out there. Ace, will you stop it? Cat just throwing temper tantrum again because I'm not watching him constantly. Yes, JC, I will remember. Do you have any idea how much of a pain in the butt you can be during a broadcast, fat boy?
Huh?
There's a little bit for you. You'll get the rest later. Nothing. I'm catering to my fat feline.
Sorry if my headset picked up loud noises, by the way.
No big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Fatal 4-Way Eliminator match. Introducing the participants first from the white shores of Costa Rica, this is Brianni Del Rey. And Brianni not hesitating to be as cocky as ever. Again, she's been trying to establish herself more so as a single star. She won't ever walk out on Kaze. They're always going to be a team as far as Brianni's concerned, but she wants to get back into the singles title hunts too. I'm pretty sure Kaze feels the same. I mean, they've been a tag team for, what, 2.5 years?
Somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Shouldn't
Her
start
opponent,
First, from Equestria, she is your XPWL Shooting Star Champion, the XPWL's Alpha Bitch, Cynical Flitter!
And Flitter displaying that title above her head again, showing everybody that at least in the women's division, she's holding one of the top titles.
That strap matches her reindeer.
Yes, it does, because I believe when we were on vacation, Flitter customized the title to her liking. And I don't want to know what kind of snakeskin that might be, because I'm pretty sure whatever the hell it was, I have every inclination in my mind that Flitter more than likely killed and skinned whatever it was herself.
This is Flitter we're talking about, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
One of the most ruthless women in the XPWL in history.
That's true.
I mean, she has held the XPWL Women's Championship the most times out of everybody that I've seen.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here comes the former hardcore champ.
Yeah, which the funny thing is she'll probably strive in this match, considering she was the XPWL Women's Hardcore Champ, so if anybody, this match is her specialty.
The next participant in this match, from Darkside, she is one of the 2 leaders of the flock. This is Sister Abigail.
I gotta imagine as well as one of these wrestlers get a pin on Splitter, they might actually get a shot at the shooting star title.
That's true. Depending on how Flitter feels about it after the match. Again, this is going to be contested under elimination rules, which means we'll have to sit through a few loading screens, unfortunately. But at the same point, you never know, because Flitter's involved in this match to begin with. I'm going to be completely honest. She might consider whoever wins this, if she doesn't win it herself, eligible for a title match. So, again, it would be one thing if they just pinned Flitter, but it's another whoever wins the match.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And I still don't understand what Abigail is doing. Is this like her new Wraith instance?
I'm not sure, honestly.
And there's that lantern. And I'm not like saying that it makes her any less terrifying.
No, of course not.
But sometimes I just think Abigail's trying to overdo it.
Oh, I wouldn't be saying that to her. You also got to remember, for a long time she was considered one of the top queens of fear, I guess would be the best way of putting her. I mean, she has changed for the better, but take in mind she was a pretty nasty one back when she wasn't how she is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't remember that. Also, if I remember, though, she was still in a rivalry with quite a number of folk.
The final participant in this match, from Union City, she is the Hall of Fame Octoling, La Livy!
You know, I got to be perfectly honest here. This is going to be interesting in its own right because also take this in mind. The Rats are on opposite sides of the ring, and these two are a legendary tag team here.
You get the feeling that they're probably going to tear each other apart.
I have every inclination to believe that they'd tear each other apart because they have no problem doing it.
Of course not.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's just hold off for a second because, again, we need to go to a loading screen. We'll fix that, and we'll be right back on that one.
What are you doing?
Okay, first of all.
Did you forget that?
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. And entrance is off. Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be restarting this match momentarily. Again, elimination rules are on, but pinfalls have to be in the ring. Pinfalls and submissions in the ring only. If it was false count anywhere, it'd probably be a little too simple.
Yeah.
That and the referee would probably be asking for hazard pay.
Pretty sure probably asked for that either way.
And once more now.
Here we go. Here we go. Bell rings, and immediately Livy and Flitter not even wasting any time. Brianni and Abigail going at it, but like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how these two tag partners would go at each other, and Livy is not wasting any time going after the Shooting Star champion.
She knows how dangerous Flitter can be.
That's probably the threat assessment. Like you just said, if anything, Flitter and Livy more than likely see each other as the biggest threats in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Feeding shots.
You really think it's going to affect them in this match?
Not really. Whoa! Nice springboard moonsault, but Flitter was just starting to get up before she landed. That looked like it hurt. And now Livy getting involved with Abigail as she gets sent over the top. And now it's down to Livy and Brianni. Livy off the ropes here. Drop kick.
Drop kick. Right in that face.
And Brianni whipping her hair.
And
kick to the head.
Flitter. Either she's going straight for Brianni or she's going straight for Livy.
No, she went for Abigail. And Brianni making a big mistake, turning her back on Flitter. Picks her up, sit-out body slam. Abigail taunting in the corner, and as if on cue, Flitter immediately went after her. Oh, whoa!
Looks like the Rats are trying to work together again.
A little bit. Oh, stun gun. Again, Brianni and Abigail ready to do a double Russian leg sweep on Flitter, and Livy saved her.
I think it's because they want
each
other for themselves.
Oh, God.
Breaker.
Livy was egging Flitter on there. Yeah, these two are deliberate. Oh.
Tailbone.
Didn't get all of it, but she did knock Livy down. Yeah, these two are egging each other on. Look at this.
Frankensteiner, and shots to the face right after.
Brianni and Abigail might be getting set to lock up again. Oh! Brianni caught in the head twice, 3 times with the kendo stick. 4. And, oh!
And the 4th one just basically said, stop ruining my makeup.
And now Brianni trying to wail on Abigail here and broke the kendo stick over her head.
She's got to have one tough skull.
And I think Flitter had a bat in her hand for a second there. Oh, snap suplex.
Yeah, but Livy stopped her.
All 4 women on the floor here. Brianni coming around the corner. And grabbing
suplex right onto the concrete.
Brianni's got the bat. Well, she had the bat. She's going back in the ring now.
She and Abigail are not done yet.
Oh.
Into the corner.
Oh!
And DDT.
Not even hesitating.
And oh, look at this. Brianni choking Abigail right in the corner.
Trying to get herself, well, she can't get disqualified, so yeah, all the more power to her. Livy, Irish whip, and Flitter putting the brakes on just before the steps. Moonsault on the floor, snap suplex in the ring. And Livy, another standing moonsault. Grabbing the baseball bat, and oh! Flitter takes a few knocks to the head. Ouch. Livy not even hesitating, and Flitter with a kick to the gut drops the weapon. Abigail now looking for toys. What is she going to go for? She didn't grab anything. Livy, oh, Livy back into the ring and right into the bat.
And down on the ground. And Irish whip right in the corner.
Uh-oh.
What's she gonna try to do here?
Flitter runs in, kick to the head.
Big boot.
Uh-oh.
And going for another
Ooh.
one. Ooh, we're at the bottom of the corner this time.
1, 2, and Abigail interrupts the count and hitting Flitter with a chair.
I think she just saved Livy from that one.
I think she did too, yeah. And Abigail trying to grab a hold of Flitter. Flitter up. And oh, tried for a Hurricane Rana. Abigail held on. Power bomb.
And power bomb.
Nice.
You know, I haven't seen Abigail and Flitter actually face each other in a one-on-one match in quite a long time, actually.
1. Only 1. Oh, Abigail's plan in the corner, foiled by Brianni taking the chair. And oh my God! Brianni tried to set up the chair in the corner, and oh!
And, oh, Hurricane Rana backbreaker.
And Brianni trying to steal the pin too. And Livy kicks out. Flitter trying to egg Brianni on. Brianni taking her to the corner. And Flitter goads her in. Springboard DDT.
Ow. Ooh, that had to hurt.
Whoa. Wild swing by Abigail with the kendo stick, but nobody home. Snake eyes. And Brianni tried to slap Livy. Livy, oh, rocker dropper. Couple kicks, Abigail grabbing a hold of Livy and sends her over the top. Abby wants Brianni all to herself.
Oh boy.
What the, oh! Oh, code of silence!
And just wrenching in on Abigail's face.
And Abigail trying to get out of it. Brianni's got it locked in tight here. And, oh. Abby might be out cold at this point. Brianni going up top. Off the top, big splash. And into a cover. 1, 2. No.
Abigail got
Oh!
the victory.
Right in front of us, Flitter caught in the Falcon Arrow. What the hell is Brianni thinking here? Out of the corner. What a knee smash. 1, 2. Oh, Abby kicks out again.
So close.
And Flitter in the stump puller outside the ring here. Didn't tap out, but you got to wonder how much damage to the legs that did. Hard chop, another one. Abigail with a slam in the ring. And, oh, Flitter not able to get back in. Face buster. And Brianni going up top again. What the? Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
Clearing the other table. And, no, Brianni just missed.
Overshot the jump, just completely whiffed it. And Livy taking the bat and going out for Flitter, who hits her with a chair. These two are trying to kill each other out here. Ladies, you're kind of close. Oh, God. Hurricane Rana.
Hurricane Rana.
Chair again. Oh.
Yep, these women are going to kill each other.
Oh, Flitter across the way here. Who's going to get the first elimination? These two sets of women have been absolutely destroying each other in the ring. And uh-oh. Flitter caught again. Counter. Power bomb on the concrete.
Ollie.
Oh! And now Abigail taking a couple bat shots for her trouble. Oh, exploder. Ladies, to make an elimination, you got to get back inside the ring.
I think they're just more interested
Whoa!
in hurt each other than anything.
German suplex attempt thwarted. Livy landing on her feet. And Brianni wailing away on Abigail with a hockey stick. Oh, Flitter. Oh my God. Big mistake sitting in that corner.
She embraced it at that point.
Oh. And now these two wailing on each other with the kendo stick. Meanwhile, Brianni trying to kill Abigail with the hockey stick. Oh! Oh!
What the? Oh,
Round the world into a backstabber. And that might be it. One, two. And Livy kicked out!
Just barely that time.
And now Brianni taking the same treatment she got earlier. Whoa!
The Livy kicking kicks. The Livy kicks her thigh.
Livy trying to get some good kicks in. Flitter able to stop her. Body slam. Moonsault. Does so. Ooh.
1,
2. And again, Livy kicks out. Brianni and Abigail have been wailing on each other with that hockey stick for the better part of 5 minutes.
Excuse me a minute, boys.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that happened.
Oh, butterfly suplex. Oh, Black Widow!
Black Widow, and she's got to connect it on the Flitter.
And she's holding on for dear life. Flitter can't move. Oh!
Flitter is in trouble. She's trying to break out of it, but
not able to.
There's Livy letting go. I think she passed out for the
1,
pain. Flitter.
2. Oh.
Never mind.
So damn close, though, you got to admit.
That's true.
And,
Atomic drop.
Oh!
Oh, a boot to the face.
What the hell? Double feet smash. And Inseguri. Or, sorry, not Inseguri, Hurricane Rana. Oh, God, mandible claw.
Abigail's got it locked in.
Oh, I think Brianni's done here. She's down. Ref's calling for the bell.
She's eliminated. And wait, look at this. The strike to Livy.
Backflip German. 1, 2. Oh.
And barely. We are down to 3. And it looks like.
Oh. Right into the corner.
Livy drop kicks Abigail right into the corner.
Ow.
Bend the arm.
Hammerlock around the friggin' middle rope. Alley-oop bomb in the corner.
And doesn't hold the pin. Flitter
waiting for anybody. Up and oh my God! What a counter!
Caught it to a freaking power bomb. And
Didn't get all of that one.
That had to hurt you.
Kind of whiffed it, landed on her face. Yeah, Flitter thought she had it, but she slipped out of her grip.
And goes for an Irish whip right into the corner.
If she hits, she might be thinking that kick of hers. Oh no, wrapping her arm, trying to do the same thing.
They're just pulling the arm back.
Irish whip into the corner, and Flitter runs in, and
There's
a kick to the head.
Kick. Is this over though?
One,
One,
two.
two.
Livy's not
No.
done yet. Abigail going under the ring for toys again.
Ooh. And here comes a table.
Livy headbutt, holds on, and into a Saito suplex.
And barely hitting
One,
the table.
Two.
Two.
Completely caught Flitter by surprise, but not enough to get the 3. And, doing the same thing to Abigail. And,
The back of Abigail's head hit the back of that table.
springboard does not work. Abigail trying to, figure out what to do with Livy now. Going up top.
Try to destroy her, that's what.
Well, that mandible claw, if she manages to hit either Flitter or Livy with it, she might take them out of the match. But she's got to actually do it first. Butterfly suplex. Flitter back up on her feet. She's coming back in. And Fisherman's Buster. And now Flitter egging Abigail on. Abby had something planned there. I saw her take some kind of stance. Didn't actually do anything, though. Whoa! Nice. Livy incapacitated outside the ring. This could be Flitter's golden opportunity to put Abby down, and Abby catching her before she could get all the way to the top. Trying to pin. One, two. Flitter kicks out.
Just barely. And Livy's got the hockey stick.
Well, she had it. Ooh! Dragon suplex. Drop kick. Livy now trying to fire herself up in the corner here. Meanwhile, Abigail and Flitter. Ooh! Northern Lights.
That table hasn't been used yet. That
kick to the back.
Spine.
And Flitter and Livy were working together there for a second, and a couple kicks and Livy's down. Caught her in both ears. Off the ropes and whiffed it again.
It misses completely. Dang.
These
Flitter.
two got to be punch drunk. Oh.
One of them is.
Flitter in the corner. Livy with an elbow. Shot to the leg. Another one. Tried a running start. That didn't work. And Livy sending Flitter to the outside. Stun gun.
It just snaps her head onto the ropes. So far, we've had one elimination throughout the entire match. And it looks like Abigail is going straight back after Livy. Joint manipulation.
Might not have bones, but they're not supposed to bend that. Abigail's got that. Abby's got that psychotic look on her face.
Just look at her.
And Flitter's.
Abigail.
Oh wow, Flitter saved Livy, and Livy decided to lock her in the Black Widow for her trouble. Flitter's in the center of the ring. She's got nowhere to go and passes out. That might be it. One, two. No. Flitter's still there. Abigail ducks out. Standing drop kick. Livy trying to get back to her feet quickly, and again, Abigail forcing her down and stomping the shoulder.
I don't think it matters if you have no bones or not.
Well, Abby's going to get Flitter back for hitting her with that hockey stick, no doubt. She's set her sights on the champion.
Rolling that spider walk. That's still not very easy to look at.
I don't think Flitter even knows where she is. This might be it. If she hits this, it's over. No,
Yes,
Flitter
it is.
able to get out of
No.
it. Body slam. Oh, God.
Tender stick.
Whoa, there goes the hockey stick. And Livy thrown into the corner by Abigail, and right back to Flitter. Abby is trying to keep this between her and Flitter, and Livy is not allowing that to happen. Springboard moonsault.
Both those two stars have their own personal grudge against the other.
Ooh, headbutt.
Headbutt.
And suplex.
Cool.
1,
One,
2,
two,
and Abby kicks out again.
just barely.
Ooh, kick to the gut. And Abby trying to grab Livy by the head. That didn't work either. Snapmare off the ropes. Drop kick. And
Ow.
Flitter's coming back in the ring with a bat. Ooh! Back of the leg. And both Flitter and Livy were waiting. Didn't work. Livy more than a little ticked off that that Flitter stopped her, and there's a boot to the head.
1,
2.
2.
Livy taken out of the equation for a bit. Abby and Flitter on their own.
For now.
And Flitter locking the legs. We know what this is. Grabbing
This
the
is
arms.
surfboard.
Surfboard stretch, but if memory serves me correct, she's not done here. Pulls her back into the Romero sleeper.
This has won her many matches.
And Livy broke it up.
Submission hold.
Flitter really pissed off now. Oh! Shot to the stomach. And Flitter telling, Livy to get up. And she is, laying into Livy. It just broke the kendo stick over her back. Oh my God! Super Goomba stomp. What the hell?
Jeez.
Off the ropes. Springboard drop kick does not connect. I cannot believe. Enziguri. And Abby comes in with the bat. And
Reverse DDT.
nice reverse DDT. Whoa, roundhouse kick does not connect. Livy Irish whip. And there goes Flitter over the top. Livy throwing Abby into the corner.
Abigail is in trouble. And what
the hell is she doing?
going on here?
Whoa! Poison
Jeez, over
Rana.
her head. Over her head with that hurricane run.
DDT. And here comes Flitter with a chair. And Livy says, no. Oh my God, no. Oh, tombstone lung blower.
Jesus.
Oh God, mandible claw.
Abigail, use the mandible claw.
Trying to choke out Livy and does so.
At least
Flitter just screaming at Abigail, why would you end it so soon?
This match has
Hurricane
gone on
Rana.
for long enough.
Whoa, missed it. Abigail might have made a mistake going for the, Sister Abigail!
Abigail. Just
Completely caught her out of nowhere. 1,
knocked her
2,
out completely.
3. Oh my.
And Abigail just got the victory on the Shooting Star champ.
Holy shit, what a match between these four.
That was a surprise out of freaking nowhere.
Okay, I picked the wrong time to go for the Little Shadows room. What did I miss?
Abigail.
Victory.
Yeah. You missed a hell of a match. What the hell?
What the?
Here is your winner, Sister Abigail!
What in the hell was that?
What the hell? Where the hell did that even come from? And where the hell?
Where did it go?
It's still there. It's on the ramp.
What the?
Where the
Hey,
hell?
what are you doing?
Where the hell's the driver?
It's a ghost.
Ghost!
Abigail, she summoned a ghost to drive that thing.
Yeah. Okay, I thought I've seen everything on this show.
That was a
Clearly you
little
haven't.
freaky.
Clearly you haven't.
Okay then, let's try and move on to our next match, shall we, boys?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. It's actually a title match, if you can believe it.
That was terrifying.
That was terrifying. What the hell did we just see?
I have no idea, but it just...
It drove into the arena by itself, almost crashed into the ring, and still somehow managed to reorient itself to go back the other way.
Clearly this arena's haunted.
Let's not get into
It
it.
can't be haunted. Yeah. Where is that one done?
Honestly, with any place involving the flock, I'm pretty sure everywhere's haunted.
It's a good point. Oh, what? One moment. Yeah, whatever.
This can go somewhat badly.
It could, but we don't know 100% yet. Either way, this is going to be our first of 2 title matches tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the XPWL Internet Tag Team Championship are on the line as Spiral, Scourge, and Belligerent step up to take on Twyla Meta and Midnight Sparkle next. To be fair, I'm a little intrigued by this because let's try to put this into perspective. If Spiral and Belligerent win, that means the Apex and his Misfits have a lot of gold amongst them.
That is very true.
Cruiserweight, International, and the Internet Tag Team Championship, that would be a hell of a combo. Yep, I'm going to check out the redemptions. 1 second. Where is the other redemption? Ah, yeah.
Ghost call! That's a ghost call!
Hey,
Did that even come through?
definitely.
I just wanted to make sure because this microphone's been known to cut out on me.
It happens. Anyway, so yeah. The Academic Mayhem have a chance to defend their titles, but against the Apex Misfits?
This is going to be interesting in its own right because, again, I don't think Spiral and Belligerent have ever tagged up.
Let's hope they get along.
Oh, they've hung out around each other enough. I'm pretty sure they know how each other works. I'm still interested to see if Spiral and Belligerent can pull this off because it would be a hell of a thing. Again, Belligerent, I know she's been looking to capture another title. The only title she has to her name that she had to her name was the Shooting Star Championship. So, wouldn't surprise me that Belligerent's looking to maybe get a little bit more gold just to add to their collection.
Probably. It's only a matter of time. I guess.
Not to mention, as Nook just said, this is the first time Spiral and Belligerent have ever teamed up together in a match, so this could be interesting. No, Kaiser, Belligerent doesn't have it. The current holder is Cynical Flitter.
You kind of forgot about that, did you?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XPWL Internet Tag Team Championships.
And the look on Belligerent's face, well, aside from her usual jitteriness and nervous look on her face, she's looking kind of confident coming into this one. It's not like Belligerent doesn't know how to wrestle, quite the opposite. She's pretty damn good at it. And it's also kind of scary because, again, she took the mask off, so biting is going to be a considerable obstacle for the women in the women's division to deal with.
I don't think it's going to make much difference. But I guess we'll just have to see.
Here we go.
Time for fate to come.
This will be an interesting match anyway, because again, I don't think Spiral's even stepped into the ring with Midnight or Twyla before, and Belligerent, while I know she's been in the ring with them, well, they've traded wins back and forth. At least I know Twyla and Belligerent have. I'm not so sure about Midnight. And again, because of our, because of the update, and chances are they're probably going to be coming out separately. Either way, though. Either way, not gonna complain. I mean, they both do have great entrances. Don't get me wrong.
Oh. And I know for a fact you just want to see one particular girl's entrance solo.
Kind of like you like seeing a certain trios.
That's different.
Sure it is, buddy. Sure it is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, look, the Apex probably is watching intently backstage.
More than likely. I mean, this is the Apex's acolyte and his love interest taking on the Warpers, and, you know, not gonna lie, Unbreakable has made it clear that he knows exactly how dangerous the Warpers can be, and he's probably concerned about their well-being, not gonna lie.
I mean, can you blame him?
No, not at all. But he ought to know. These two aren't having any intentions of giving up their championships, that's for sure.
Not in the slightest.
And here she comes.
Keep your tongue in, Mark.
I'm trying.
You're not trying hard enough.
Look,
tongue coming out of your mouth.
Look, she needs a red carpet, okay? So if she's got to step on my tongue, all right, I'll pick it up off the floor.
That's not gonna sound awkward at all, now is it?
Oh, shut up.
I'm making a witty comment, Mark.
I know you're making a witty comment. Either way, Midnight presenting herself actually is a really, obvious bias aside, because, you know, Midnight and I are an item, she presents herself as a champion very well. So, you know, again, personally, I'm hoping they retain, but I've got to stay impartial.
Here we go. Introducing the challengers from Equestria and the Realm of Shadows. They are the Apex Misfits.
And the champions, from the Canada on high and the Realm of Shadows respectively, they are your XPWL Internet Tag Team Champions, the Academic Mayhem. These
intros are a lot shorter than they usually are, yeah.
They just went fast.
I think they just want to get the match started. I mean, look at Spiral. She's actually looking forward to this.
Well, here we go.
Bell rings, and just like the last time, Spiral, oh my god, reverse suplex on the ref.
Well, that's not going to get him disqualified at all.
Well, there is no disqualifications in this match, thankfully.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, running Bulldog by Belligerent onto Midnight. And a rolling neck snap. Again, I believe this is actually Spiral's first match back. Ever since, well, since the Battle Royal.
I was going to say, hasn't she had a few before then, or am I just stupid?
I don't think so. Not since we made the switch. No! Knee strike down, Twyla goes. And Midnight grabbing Belligerent, knocking her around from behind, and a reverse suplex. Thez press by Twyla. And the champions are really hitting it off in the early going here.
They've got to keep the pressure up if they want to retain, though.
Both ladies, same idea, go for the hands. Spiral with a counter. Oh, Belligerent goes down. Spiral, sunset, flip, powerbomb.
Ow.
Midnight misses the springboard clothesline, and Belligerent grabbing her by the hair. And, oh, kick right to that gorgeous face. What the hell, Belligerent? Smashing her. Smashing her head into the canvas. She's getting hurt, man. Rolling neck snap.
Keep it together, all right?
I am keeping it together. I'm the one calling the action.
And what the hell was that bias of yours, boy?
How was it biased?
Yeah, gorgeous face when you're talking about Midnight. I get it.
Well, they're all lovely. I mean, for crying out loud, man. Raking the eyes, and Belligerent and Spiral double teaming the hell out of Midnight here. Twyla finally back in the ring and separating Spiral from the group. STO. And, oh, Midnight grabbing Belligerent by the hair. Slamming her into the canvas, and now she's looking for toys as Twyla goes soaring out on the other side. Sledgehammer!
Midnight just missed Belligerent.
Barely.
Just barely.
And now Spiral's got it. Ooh! Smash into the gut and the shoulder. Belligerent getting her leg taken out from under her there. Twyla back up. Over the top rope again. Spiral and her back to brawling on the outside. Midnight going to the second rope. And missed the double knee strike. Belligerent throwing Midnight over the top. And Belligerent. Oh my god! Flying senton over the top, and she actually landed on Midnight.
Doesn't look like she got all of it, though.
No, she definitely did not. She made contact, but it's clear she hit the concrete hard.
And Twyla grabbing Spiral and
right into the corner there.
Her like a rag doll.
And Belligerent, what are you doing? Biting her digits. Grabbing Midnight by the hand and trying to bite her fingers off. And, oh! Yeah, that was a little rough. Midnight now going for toys. Belligerent back on her feet. Oh, please no, Magnus. No, don't compare me to that guy. Midnight with a ladder waiting for Belligerent to get back up. Meanwhile, Twyla all over Spiral's hand. Stomp to the gut. Going for the back and raking the face with her own version of the, camel clutch.
And just clawing Spiral's face in the process. But wait, Spiral's getting out of it.
Got her by the hands here. If she could just break it, and she does. Spiral
Drake,
trying to set her
Midnight
up.
dodges that. And Spiral now.
What the
Oh
hell is she
my.
doing? Tossing Twyla out of the ring here. And, Spiral
Looks
runs
like
past
heads
Midnight. Oh my God, cannonball!
Middle rope cannonball.
What a
Right.
maneuver from Spiral.
Right in front of us, too. Oh,
And Sparkle just hit Twyla with the ladder.
right in the face, yeah. And what the hell?
Oh,
Belligerent.
drop.
Ooh!
Whoa. Stealing that move from Livy.
One,
One,
two.
two.
Midnight kicks
Midnight
out.
with kick out.
Spiral trying to keep Twyla distracted as long as she can. Belligerent going in for the kill here. Picks her up. Oh,
Elevated DDT.
Cradle DDT. What the?
Got it, got it. Belligerent going for a cover.
One,
One,
two.
two.
Oh my God.
Midnight just barely kicked out of that.
That couldn't have gotten any closer to 3 if you tried to measure it with a friggin' stethoscope. And nerve hold.
Nerve hold.
Midnight with the clog.
Belligerent so damn close to getting the victory with that, and now she might end up. Oh God! She fought out.
Tap.
Oh,
Just barely, and Twyla with a top of knee strike.
Both girls exchanging counters now.
oh! Cannonball senton off the first rope.
Going for another cover now.
Referee out of position.
One,
One, two.
Two.
Oh, and
Ooh.
again, so damn close.
Just a millimeter closer, and what the? Oh.
Spiral with a hell of a combo outside the ring, and Belligerent biting her hand again.
Jeez.
How?
Keep it together, Mark.
She's gonna have friggin' teeth marks in both of her hands by the end of the night. Twyla was thinking about diving over the top. Oh!
And- Whoa.
Sets her up. Oh,
Six
Tiger.
line.
Whew.
And Midnight. Oh, Midnight with some kind of backstabber in the ropes. One,
One,
two, three.
and
Twyla
with
picks up the-
Mayhem retains.
Those two had them on the ropes. I gotta say, I thought Belligerent had the win with that cradle DDT.
somehow.
Whew.
Just jeez.
That
and
couldn't
I
have
thought
got. That
Mid-
couldn't have gotten closer. That couldn't have gotten any closer.
Midnight, it's so close with that claw grip. Almost went into the match with that.
That was a hell of a match, though. Like I said, if they'd have had a few more minutes, I honestly think that Spiral and Belligerent came within a hair's length of winning the XPWL Internet Tag Championship.
Here are your winners, and still XPWL Internet Tag Team Champions, Midnight Sparkle and Twyla Meta, the Academic Mayhem!
Those two put on a hell of an effort. It might have come up short, but I got to admit, they definitely turned some heads. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if those two became a tag team and actually did win tag gold. They did really well in that match.
There's always hope, I guess.
Hard-hitting match coming up next here.
Hard hitting.
Hard-hitting. Well, we've got two scrappers ready to go. You'll see what I mean. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next match on the card. Sarah Ironclaw, the Empress of the Ring, stepping into the ring with Jidra the Storm.
Oh. Well, this can go one or two ways. So, who do you think is gonna pick up the victory? I vote the champion.
I guess we'll see.
Actually, nope. Oh, what? Thinking about it, Jidra could actually get a chance at the title that Sarah Ironclaw is holding.
That's
If
very
she so
true.
desires.
And nothing that says that Jidra can't challenge for the Empress of the Ring championship.
That much is obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Spiral and Belligerent more than likely are being attended to by the Apex. Don't worry about it too much, Magnus. Or sorry, no, Nook, sorry. I saw Apex in the quotation and I thought it was Magnus. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to mix you up. Here we go.
Empress of the Ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Currently on her way to the ring from Mobius. She is the current XPWL Empress of the Ring. This is the Steel Wildcat, Sarah Ironclaw.
Has been on a roll ever since winning that title.
That's true.
She certainly earned it, that's for sure.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Literally the definition of raw power and strength. One of the strongest women in XPWL history. If not the strongest.
Sarah's opponent, from Avalon and representing the Nightmare Imperium, she is the first Warden of Fimbulwinter. This is Jidra the Storm!
Not going to take anything away from Sarah, but again, I don't think Sarah and Jidra have ever stepped in the ring with each other, so honestly, Sarah's style, flashy, high-flying, but when push comes to shove, she knows what she's doing in there. But again, taking on Jidra is a completely different challenge in and of itself. Not only you got to deal with raw power, but let's be completely honest here. When Jidra's in the ring, are you not intimidated by what she can do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, think of how you gotta feel being on the opposite side of the ring to her.
Or else you got a death wish.
Sarah, well, looks like she's prepared for whatever's gonna happen. Jidra, ready for anything here as the bell rings. And Sarah, oh, look at this, brainbuster to start. Not bad.
And Sarah already getting the offense on Jidra.
Catching Jidra by surprise. You also got to remember Steel Wildcat. Sarah is actually partially cybernetic, so her strength is augmented.
On one side of her, one side of her arm.
Oh,
her body. At
elbow, another one.
Arm.
And ooh, stepping on the face.
Blatant disrespect there.
Jidra laying into her with a few heavy shots. Picks her up. Choke bomb.
Just treating her like a rag doll.
And Sarah runs her over with a shoulder tackle. Hard shots here. Ooh.
Oh, again with that boot.
And
That
oh, nice
shoulder
shoulder tackle. Yes, the left arm is an armored brace, while the legs and right hand are cybernetic. Jidra getting back into the ring, and oh, Sarah tried to do a springboard moonsault. Jidra saw it coming and just stayed still. Sarah crashed and burned.
I guess that still technically makes her half robot.
Either way, Jidra working over Sarah's back. And going for a cover early. One. No, only one.
Why is she surprised about that? I have no idea.
A little, to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised that Jidra would even have that reaction. Oh my God. Oh!
Gorilla press.
I'm going to be completely honest. I thought she was going to go for the avalanche right there. Oh.
And, DDT.
Sarah, shot to the head. And Jidra picks her up. Oh my God. Power slam. Awkward landing too for her. Picks her up again.
Military press.
Oh, Sarah with a nice counter. Like her sister, the Jungle Cat, Sarah able to be pretty damn resilient when it comes to her, agility.
Legs.
Elbow, another one. And this time, again going for the face.
She has something to prove.
Couple body blows here, tries to pick her up. And a backbreaker. Oh, and again.
She's going for those elbows. She likes faking people out.
Sarah thinking about what she wanted to do there. I think she was thinking springboard, but I think when she put on the brakes, maybe she was thinking, no, she's already dodged that before. Oh, Irish whip, double clothesline, and sidewalk slam. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Jidra kicks out. Ooh. Another boot. Jidra picks her up again. And snake eyes in the corner. Oh.
Boot to the noggin again. And shots to the back.
Sarah really focusing on Jidra's lower back in this match.
What was your first clue?
The factor that she's gone after it every chance she can. Oh!
And vertical suplex.
Beautiful. Sarah, a couple body blows, kick to the gut, and a club. Going up top, moonsault, and does not connect.
Misses.
Jidra picks her up. Over her head. Oh!
Avalanche.
That might have just ended it right there. 1, 2.
2.
No.
Nope.
Sarah kicks out. And Jidra is thinking about putting her away.
She is not done here.
Oh, God. Here we go. Up over her head. Boom.
Oh, and the power bomb.
1, 2.
2. And again, Sarah kicks out.
Oh. Elbow for good measure right on the top of the head. And Jidra grabbing Sarah by the throat, lifts her up and chucks her across the ring.
She's a bit angry.
Jidra might have thought she had it there. Uh-oh. Oh, power slam. Frost.
Cole, sorry about that.
Frost axe, yeah. Sarah clawing at Jidra's face. And oh, wow. Gut wrench power bomb. Sarah tried to go for... Oh, that didn't work.
This is the shoulder tackle.
I think she was actually blocked. Moonsault out of nowhere. Caught Jidra not looking. And again, Sarah trying to get in some of those flashy moves she was mentioning earlier. Oh, possible submission here. Locking it up. Oh, ooh. Okay, maybe not.
It was just a
Decided not to hold it, but an Indian deathlock nonetheless.
A little too far away.
There's no way. There is no way in hell. Yeah, it's Sarah thinking differently of it.
He debated against it. It's a face buster.
Sarah hasn't made a single cover attempt. Oh!
What a slap.
Choke bomb. I think Jidra's getting her back for all the time she stepped on her face. And Jidra into the corner again. And Sarah fighting her way out again. Try to body blow. That didn't work. Oh, claw hold to the face.
And wrenching in, trying to pass her out.
Jidra trying to get her hand off. That brace, I think it's augmented, a little bit stronger than your average one. And Jidra did not tap out, but she might be unconscious.
Done.
One, two. No.
She probably had a little bit dazed there.
It wouldn't surprise me. Jidra grabbed by the face. I thought it was over. Last time Sarah locked that in, she made somebody pass out. Jidra a little bit tougher than that.
Well, again, one of the strongest wrestlers in XPWL.
Oh, springboard leg drop does not connect. Jidra clubbing over the back. Another one.
Again.
Oh, God. Up again. Oh, no. Never mind.
Another DDT.
Sarah with, I think, a bit of a speed advantage. Oh, never mind. Knee smash. Jidra turned that around in a hurry. Grabs a hold of her. Suplex.
Vertical. And stomp to the arm.
Hard shot. Knee lifted counter and another hard shot. Body blow. Back elbow. And
Gun.
Stomping on the head and then kicked her for good measure. Jidra all over Sarah here. Headbutt.
The slug after slug.
Yanking her across the ring. Sarah got that claw hold in. Not gonna lie, I think Sarah got that claw hold in and it really pissed Jidra off. And back elbow springboard. Trying to lift Jidra up, chokeplex.
Whoa!
That was impressive.
Yet terrifying.
Deadlifted Jidra off the ground, up over her head, and chokeplexed her. And cutter!
Out of nowhere, into the cover again.
One, two. Jidra kicks out.
Jidra kicks out.
Sarah's going to try that claw hold again. Goes to lock it in. She's got it. Jidra might be in deep trouble.
Jidra seems to be in trouble.
And Jidra is out. Referee calling for the bell.
That claw hold is very effective.
Got to admit, right there's the avalanche. And there's the frost axe. Even better view of it right there. Sarah with that claw hold managing to get the win. But she had to really work for it. Here's your winner, Sarah Ironclaw.
Guess that just took her name a bit too seriously. Next thing we're going to be seeing is an Iron Claw slam.
Honestly thought so too, but the way she locks that claw in, I mean, she's taken down pretty much everybody that's gotten in the ring with her when she started using that claw at that particular variation. I don't know what the hell she's doing to make it that much more devastating, but Sarah's been able to win by submission every single time when she locks that in. With the only exception being tonight, because Jidra, while she didn't tap out the first time, it took her taking it twice for her to be taken down.
Anyway,
Oh.
I must depart for now, but it
Oh.
was fun, though.
All right, no problem.
Have a
Alrighty.
good one, gentlemen.
Yep, have a
You
good night.
too. Looks like we got moving on to the next one-on-one match.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
I don't know whether I am as well or not.
Oh, I think a few people are. Well, there might be a few people in the audience that aren't very happy with it, but, you know, I can't really say anything. Ladies and gentlemen, as we head down to ringside, I can only tell you guys to keep your barf bags handy as Eric Anderson is about to step into the ring with Ravishing Ronald.
Also, gonna get my gas mask.
You don't need the gas mask. It's not going to smell that bad.
You sure about that?
Anderson, of course, getting this as somewhat as a punishment for actually not for not
ducking
wrestling.
down?
Yeah, for ducking out on Saturday night. And I got a redemption here. Ugh. Good thing I brought a ton of barf bags with me for everyone. Does that Ronald not know how to bathe or something? He's Nurgle Rot, Dad. What in the Sam hell is Nurgle Rot?
I have no idea.
Oh boy, here we go.
It was the epitome of egotistical.
Narcissistic, mean, full of himself. Absolutely no comparison needed.
She makes Magic Air just go, oh, please stop showboating.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Currently on his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, he is the illustrious one, Eric Anderson.
You think you think Anderson's trying to get back in the title picture?
I would figure he is, yeah.
Yeah, he is also, but he's got a problem in the form of JC the All-Star.
That's true. You gotta wonder what the hell this is gonna lead into anyway, because you know for a fact JC is not ready to throw in the towel when it comes to this particular person and their disdain for each other.
Probably not.
I mean, after what happened with Max Power, I can already tell you JC can't wait to get in the ring with Anderson again to make him pay for what he did.
When that'll happen, we have no idea. It could be in a pay-per-view match for all we know.
And JC brings up a good point. Anderson must have had facial reconstructive surgery. That's why he opted out on Saturday night. But yeah, like JC said, it better be worth it. Oh God.
He could have wrestled with a mask on.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent representing the IWF, and he is one part of the Blood Bowl team, the Brothers in Charms. This is the denatured boy, Ravishing Ronald. And I can already hear the collective people in the front row grabbing their bags out from under their seats.
I have no idea what the... I still don't know why he dances like that.
Why is he here?
You let him here.
I did not let him here. This must have been something management settled in for. Ronald, I could have lived with him not being here, but somehow, some way, that thing managed to make it back here. Not that I'm complaining. Him and Anderson are going to be taking each other on, so this is a win-win as far as I'm concerned. We won't have to see Anderson for another week.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, yes, of course, because we must suffer, Emperor. Either way, Anderson laying in to ravishing Ronald here. Ronald going on the offense. Nice stomp. And Anderson...
Ronald's going to win either way after this.
Well, yeah, of course. Win, lose, or draw. Technically, Ronald wins because there's no way in hell Anderson's going to be able to compete on Saturday, not without being decontaminated first. And even so, the decontamination thing takes at least a week. So he won't be back here until next Wednesday.
Yeah, that much is worrying.
And Ronald is not allowing Anderson to try to overpower him. He keeps blocking. Ooh, DDT. Anderson trying to grapple here, grabs him by the face and choke slams him into the canvas with a trip. And
so that's
going...
the worst thing
oh, no. Well, the arena's gonna smell for a while.
Mask on.
Yep.
Okay.
We've got the notification on the up on the jumbotron. Everybody get their gas masks on now. Otherwise, you're gonna have to stay and get decontaminated. Then you'll have to stay home for a week. For Anderson, it's already too late.
Well, if he has to wrestle with no mask on, how is he supposed to breathe?
To be fair, you should have gotten the freaking gas mask I got that actually has the microphone built in.
Is it a little too late to put it on now?
A lot of people had the right idea. Ronald comes out, put the damn mask on early. And again, Anderson just going after him here.
Trying to bust open his face.
Trying to overpower him, going for a neck breaker, and does so.
Just lands it.
You know what? Put this one on. This one has a mic built in. There you go.
Jesus.
I heard that alert in the background.
Don't ask.
It's not. No, I already know. Ooh. Part of that was probably the amount of Nurgle rot near the table, and you had your mask off, so the thing started going off.
Probably.
And Anderson clubbing Ronald right in the chest.
Anderson has just been all over Ronald ever since the opening bell.
Hard kick.
And back in the ring. And Ronald, what's he going for here? Tossing suplex.
And Anderson waiting for Ronald to get back in the ring. Ronald with a kendo stick.
And right in the face. Looks like his facial reconstruction. His facial reconstruction is probably going to be a little bit worse. And just
more than
again,
likely
going for the face.
He's making Ronald pay. I think he's trying to do this to set an example. He's pissed off with the way management is just putting him in this match with Ronald and what they did to Max earlier. Oh, no.
The strength of Eric Anderson.
Had Ronald up, but not enough to keep him out. Oh, sidewalk slam.
Again, the strength of Eric Anderson.
I got to admit, he's going to, honestly, you can say all you want about how cocky he is. He's going to go down as one of XPWL's all-time greats. Good guy or bad guy.
Well, that much is obvious.
And oh God,
Oh,
Ronald,
walks over him.
all of his weight. And oh no. He's going for that nose. And I think he just broke his nose again.
He's gonna start wrestling with a mask on at this
Oh,
point.
boot to the right to the schnoz. Anderson's out. One, two.
Not completely.
Oh. Anderson clubbed. One, two. And Anderson again kicks out.
Ronald's not happy about it.
Shoulder claw. And Anderson trying to get back to his feet. There we go. Ooh.
Ooh. And going for a neck breaker. But Ronald.
Oh, nice counter.
And
what?
Ronald looked like he's going to find another weapon.
I thought he was going to go to the top rope there for a second. Uh-oh.
He's got a bat.
Oh! Oh my!
Just flips him. Whoa.
Shot across the chest.
And onto the
inverted atomic drop. Eric Anderson being a dick to ravishing Ronalds.
Don't say it like that.
Whoa! Wild swing with the ball bat, but did not connect. And Anderson now focusing on the back. And a club.
Again, Anderson's just trying to make things worse for himself.
Pretty much. Ravishing Ronald picked up here and dropped on the apron.
Face first. Ouchie.
And shot to the chest and aha!
Right to the gonads.
Oh.
Right in the cojones.
Anderson is going to be singing soprano after this match. Going for a cover. 1, 2. And Ronald kicks out.
And he's arguing with the referee.
Anderson's digging his own grave by doing that. Oh, forearm shot.
Going for a pin now.
1, 2. And Anderson still not able to get the 3. Ronald kicked out. But he definitely got knocked for a loop there. Actually, I think some of Ronald's rotted teeth came out.
And
spine buster. Or sorry, military press power slam. And he's going to try to knock him out again. Oh, hit him again with it. Going for the cover. Whoa. Hey. 1, 2. And Eric using the... Whoa, no. The referee catching him in the act. Almost got the 3 there. The ref did not notice.
And going straight for the tie. It was that move.
Try to stomp. That didn't work. Ronald getting a good kick in. And rushes Eric into the corner. And Eric answering back with an offense. Tries to throw Ronald out. Knocks him on the apron. Ooh, shot to the head.
Back to the...
Oh, no.
And the straight... Oh! I hope Ronald didn't feel that.
Oh, I guarantee he felt it. Oh, God. Spine. Spine buster on the concrete. And off the post. That was not a thud. That was a gong.
Whatever. Tomato.
I get it, but still, damn. Ronald might not be able to feel pain, but again, you got to wonder Oh! Eric really aiming for the side of his head. I think he's knocked a few of he's knocked a few of Ronald's teeth out. Meanwhile, Anderson bleeding from the schnoz. Oh, boot to the head. Oh, military press. Guys, you got to get back in the ring. And Ronald is actually going to do that. Ronald setting himself up in the corner here. Don't know how advisable that was, giving...
And grabbing hold of his face again. With Anderson death wish?
Anderson's got a death wish. He's gotta. Everything that he's done in this match to try to take on Ronald makes no sense. And Ronald over the top to the floor. Oh no, sledgehammer. Oh!
He's gonna bust open a wound after that. Crack open a wound after this.
Oh. Ronald thrown into the barricade here, and again, trying to go for a neck breaker. Ronald counters it and drops him, and I think the back of Anderson's head came down on the hammer.
I think so too.
Anderson, there's no way in hell he's going to be coherent after this match. And Anderson going right back out after Ronald, and Ronald chucks him right back into the ring.
Tosses him back in the ring.
Whoa, went for a throw. Oh! Caught Ronald completely out of nowhere with that one. 1, 2, 3.
And Anderson wins, but God.
Did anybody see where those teeth went? We need to find those and get them away from the fans.
Yeah, get them away.
It doesn't matter. Anderson.
It still has to go to decontamination after this.
Decontamination, and he's still got to go get looked at by the doctors because I'm pretty sure Ronald smashed his nose again.
So here's your winner.
Go for it.
Here's your winner, illustrious Eric Anderson. Or not so illustrious Eric Anderson.
After tonight, definitely not. Now, did I see that correctly? I think I might have just gotten a, yep.
Holy fuck, he won! Well, I fucking agree for a week.
Okay.
Again, it doesn't matter how often you win, you always lose when you get into a fight with Ronald and he gets busted open. So again, you know, Anderson, enjoyed your unpaid vacation. You've got a week off, buddy. Enjoy it. You're going to be subjected to some of the most horrible decontamination procedures you've ever felt in your life. And be thankful you only have to do it for a week.
Glad I don't have. Glad I'm not in the ring with him.
You might be someday if he ever wins a title.
I'm not even an in-ring competitor.
Well, you never know, Jim. I got back in the ring, and nothing that says you still can't.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match on the card is coming up as the Pyromancer's member, JC the All-Star, locks up with Mr. Right.
Well, this can go either one or two ways. And it's been a while since I've seen Wright in action.
Wright's been preparing for the right moments. That's all he's been doing.
Haha, I see what you did there.
He is and he isn't, JC. The big difference between Wright and Anderson is Wright respects talented wrestlers. Anderson doesn't respect anybody but himself.
Well, that's true.
Wright recognizes talent, so if you go out there and have a good match with him, he will definitely take note of it. But he is very cocky. He doesn't call himself ravishingly perfect for nothing. And he can back up what he says most of the time.
Well, that's true. He's also held few major titles like the Internet and YWL World title.
That's true too. And the Internet title is akin to having a world championship, so that means 2 world championships under Wright's belt without actually claiming the blue and gold dream here.
Yeah, boy. And here he comes. We saw Anderson in a match, but can JC win this match here tonight?
He's got a damn good reputation. I think he'll be just fine. Although I will be honest with you, this attire is kind of interesting. Why the hell did he blindfold himself?
I have no idea.
Ladies,
I didn't even know he was wearing a blindfold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Currently on his way to the ring, representing the Pyromancers. He is the wielder of Aether Magic. This is JC, the All-Star.
More like the King of the Wolves.
King of the Wolves is another good moniker for him, that's true.
He's got wolf logos all over him. He doesn't coming out with that sword of his.
Well, apparently he stopped bringing it out to ringside.
You're welcome. Is he going to be wrestling with that in the ring?
I don't know. I don't think so. It'd be kind of foolish, but yeah, they'll do them.
It's going to be like that one video game.
I don't think he's going to be Kenshi. Then again, I could be wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, he is the ravishingly perfect one, Mr. Wright.
And he's right, coming out with red attire this time.
JC apparently making this as a statement towards Anderson. I'm not going to lie here, JC. You can do whatever you want to try to send a message to Anderson, but I think Wright seeing you blindfolded, he might take that as an insult. Because if you're not going to come at him, then he's not going to consider you taking him seriously, and he's probably going to want to slap the hell out of you.
Wright also one of the more popular technical wrestlers in history.
Here we go, JC blindfolded and Wright looking across the ring saying, "Are you serious?" And immediately JC into a grapple. And, ooh, Wright gonna be having some trouble dealing with JC in the early going. Again, he might not be able to see, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna be any less dangerous.
He's got some kind of telekinesis power or something. Whatever it's called. And
well, that didn't stop him. Ooh. Hard shot, body blow.
Power.
And Wright with a forearm shot.
If he's wrestling with a god dang blindfold on.
To be fair, JC's putting up a decent fight here, but Wright able to get in some counters. If JC gets into a blitz, it's going to be a lot harder to stop him, but let's be perfectly honest here. If anybody can do it, Wright, ooh, consummate professional and a technical master in the ring, JC might be biting off a little bit more than he could chew with that blindfold on.
Probably.
And Wright stomping on his fingers. Ooh, hard shot. Couple hard shots to the side of the head. And Wright, oh, chop in the corner.
And Wright is just clobbering JC right now.
Wright is mauling him too. And there's a whoa! The referee called for the bell. JC had his hand on the ropes.
Yeah, What the heck was that?
What the hell happened here? The referee clearly saw his hand on the ropes. What the hell is this?
Did the match get rigged?
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Mr. Wright.
We're gonna have to see what just happened there. Somebody's gotta see what just happened. There's no way in hell JC could have lost that match.
There's no way in hell.
Was on the ropes. And
Right?
The referee blindly saw it.
Wright is shrugging. He doesn't get it either because he didn't have anything to do with that. What the hell just happened here?
Did Anderson pay the referee?
There's no way in hell. Why the hell would he pay for somebody to help Wright in his match?
He probably is trying to get in JC's head. There's got to be some reason why the referee just saw it and just went for the 3 anyway.
I've never ever seen the referees do that. I've seen every time somebody's grabbed the rope, the ref has been right there. What the hell was so different about tonight?
Something must have happened. There is no way in hell JC could have lost that match. He had his.
That couldn't have been a clean. That wasn't clean. That couldn't have been.
Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go check this out. Somebody needs to see what the hell just happened.
I think I'm gonna be the one to go and do that. I'm gonna check out the tape after the show. That doesn't make any sense. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be moving on with the show. Our next match, the Perfect Championship on the line. I can't believe I'm actually seeing this. Totally Fripped is challenging Techno Jones.
Why does he have a McDonald's jacket on?
I don't know. It's Fripped. JC has been robbed here, and Wright... look at this. Wright and JC are actually outside the ring. Wright's explaining he had nothing to do with that. He has no idea why the ref counted 3. He thought that JC'd kick out. JC didn't kick out. He grabbed the ropes. It makes sense. He was right next to him. He didn't have to kick out.
That has been that has to be either the quickest or second quickest match in XPWL history, folks.
And I still think it's botched because even Wright saying, like, this isn't right.
The referee, somebody has to go check on that referee and see what the hell was his problem.
Honestly, I think we're going to be firing that referee soon because this is ridiculous.
Ridiculous is an understatement of the century.
I can't argue with that. I really can't. I don't know what the hell happened here. I've never ever seen that before. If there's anybody watching that could help us out here, please somebody clip that match so we can watch that tape over again. The referee clearly saw his hand on the ropes. There's no reason why he counted the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the XPWL Perfect Championship. A lot of people in the crowd really pissed off about how the last match went.
Well, could you honestly blame them?
I don't blame them at all. I have a feeling JC got screwed, and if the referee took a payoff from Eric Anderson, I don't know how he did, because Anderson got wheeled out of here to get decontaminated.
Must have paid him off before the match could even happen.
But he did. How could he have known what referee was going to be? How could he have known what referee was going to be assigned to that match?
He must have had an outsource.
I still think there's something up here. There's definitely something wrong in Dodge.
This has got to be the most controversial ending I think you've ever seen.
Okay, something was totally weird with that ref. And then there's this fat bastard.
Actually, Ron, I believe Richard Simmons did give Fripp a try to help him lose the weight. We found him 3 days later crying in a alleyway somewhere in Detroit. And when we asked him how it went, he just screamed like a banshee and just kept crying. I gotta tell you, I think poor Richard might have gotten a little in over his head.
Probably.
And you gotta wonder, Techno Jones probably knows for a fact Fripp only challenged for the perfect championship because Jones is smaller than he is. But let's not think of Jones accepting this match as a show of stupidity. Jones can handle himself in the ring. I think he's going out there to try to teach Fripp a lesson.
Well, nevertheless, Techno Jones walking out here tonight with the XPWL Perfect Championship. I think that was a design that he chose because that's completely different to the design compared to last year.
The center plate is the same, yeah, but a lot of the rest of it looks different.
Clearly, Techno Jones spent a lot of money.
Well, to be fair, he did have it when we switched engines, so it only made sense. I'm a little worried about what's going to happen if Fripp gets his paws on it, but yeah, I can't think of it like that.
Okay.
Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California. He weighs 410 pounds, totally fripped.
Are you sure it isn't a quarter of a ton?
I don't know. His opponent from another time, he is the current reigning and defending XPWL Perfect Champion, Techno Jones.
Well, let's hope this match goes a lot better than the last one.
Okay, Ron, that's enough. Jones handing over the belt.
Fripp's just looking at Techno Jones and then looking at the belt. This is going to be a David versus Goliath situation right here.
Might be, but you also got to take in mind Fripp somehow is a high flyer too, so Jones's advantage of being able to fly off the ropes and be able to do a bunch of acrobatic stuff, it isn't going to help him as much because Fripp can do it too. Not nearly as agile, but he can do it. And Fripp trying to break Jones's arm here in the early going.
This is not going to go well.
No, it is not, because Fripp is overpowering him with that extra girth. And Jones, nice shot to the gut. And again, Fripp shoving him off. Oh, shot to the back. Irish whip into the corner. And Fripp chucking Jones across the ring.
tosses him.
Headbutt. Ooh, shot to the head. Shot to the gut and poison Rana.
Poison Rana.
I'm really surprised he was actually able to get Fripped over, and now ramming Fripped's face into the canvas as much as he can. Again, Jones with the championship advantage. He can lose the match by countout or disqualification and not lose his championship. But he's got to be careful with Fripp because Fripp will be looking to make sure he doesn't end up in that position either.
He's going to flatten Techno Jones.
Or he's going to try to. Oh, backstabber. Surprised Jones's legs didn't give out on him.
Just barely.
Oh, knee smash onto the elbow.
And what the... Oh, uppercut!
Smash into the gut. And armbar. And Fripped. Oh! Hard shot there on Jones. Picks him up and, reverse body slam. And Fripped headbutts the mat.
That missed.
What are you talking about? He was right on target. He headbutted the mat.
Oh,
and, pulls him in for a neck breaker. Give Jones credit. He's done a good job making sure that, Fripped really can't do anything.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, super kick.
A step back. And
Jones
up
on top.
rope.
Oh,
And missed the rope.
Leg drop. And then Fripped clocking him with a forearm. And missed the elbow drop.
I think Techno Jones realizes that he can't let Fripp land on him.
No, not at all. But we also got to take in mind, Fripp has 2 moves up his sleeve that'll come in handy. If he doesn't hit the Fripp salt, if he hits the taste of taint, that might be it for Techno Jones. Oh, hard shot, body blow. 2 of them, 3 of them. And Jones with a kick to the gut in response. And spin out neck breaker. Jones going back up and 450 elbow smash.
Jeez.
And now you notice the ropes. Jones up on top. No, 5-4. 1, 2. And Fripped was almost done right there.
Somehow.
Oh, no luck there. Takes the legs out from under Jones. Grabs him. Oh, no, didn't work. Jones from behind. Russian leg sweep. Smashes the arm. Kick to the head. Another one. Tried a third one. Fripp finally moved. And now getting chopped across those big man titties of his.
Jesus. Mark?
Sorry.
And
what the hell? Oh,
wait, look
nice.
at that.
Very whoa.
Acrobatics for days from Techno Jones.
Nice arm drag and then into a spinning wheel kick. Nice combination. Kick to the back. And Fripp is finding himself in trouble again. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, maybe so. Fripp has not been able to get any kind of advantage or take any kind of initiative in this match here. And, leg drop, misses again. That's the second time Jones has gone for that leg drop and have come up empty. And, Fripp, body blow, kick. Missed a roundhouse off the ropes into a nice springboard DDT. He's going to try a pin again. Oh, God, that's disgusting. 1, 2. Oh, I wish they would not have him pointing at the camera. Oh, knee lift.
Oy, oy, oy.
And again, Jones going up top. And 5-4, didn't get all of it, but took Fripp's legs out from under him.
That happened.
Oh,
Is
thank
that
God.
Is
1,
that enough?
2, 3. Jones
Yes.
picks up the win. Fripp thought he was coming in here with a big advantage. Jones just put him in his place and then some.
That lucky son of a gun.
Fripp had his big opportunity, and right there, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Fripp might have broken his leg right there, the way he landed.
Probably.
And it ended the match. I honestly think Fripp might have ended the match for himself. Here is your winner and still XPWL Perfect Champion, Techno Jones.
Wright is looking at Techno Jones, and he wants that belt back.
I can't believe Jones pulled that off. I honestly didn't think he'd actually be able to beat Fripp, but yeah, I think Fripp is actually getting wheeled out of here on a stretcher. I think he might have broke his leg.
That much was obvious.
Not really obvious, but that was ow. Like, you could see the way he lands here. I mean, look at his leg here, Jim. You can't tell me that isn't broken. That looked a lot nastier than it needed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, we're actually starting to run short of time, so I think we got time for one more match on the card tonight.
I wonder what it's going to be.
Well, it's between one or two matches, but I think we're going to switch things up a bit since we can't get those matches done. We'll save two of them for Slam Masters, because there's somebody in particular that I want to get out there that requested to be in action tonight.
That's fair, I guess.
Oh, no, not you. I know it's crazy to think of it this way, but again, yeah, we're getting close to it, and because it's actually late, I don't want to wake up anybody else in the house. So again, we're going to settle for one last match as a compromise. And ladies and gentlemen, that being said, as we direct towards the ring, we have the Mechanical Inkling Warrior taking on Doomsday.
Oh, jeez.
And Jim, you and I both know that Texan is probably going to be a little intimidated considering Doomsday's possible involvement with the World Championship picture.
Well, yeah, that's true, but he didn't win that world title match last Saturday. If you remember, it was violent.
That's true. But you gotta wonder, how long is it gonna take until Doomsday gets his shot? He's been patiently waiting in line.
Well,
I have a feeling if Apocalypse doesn't cash in after Violence takes his turn, Doomsday is going to be looking to challenge next. Guaranteed.
that much is obvious.
This match has been friggin' insane tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
We are literally just a little over 10 minutes to 3 hours, Ron.
We've been out here for a while.
I didn't expect the broadcast to be on this long, to be honest, but hey, I'm not complaining. Unless the game crashes, we're pretty much good for tonight.
The game crashes.
Don't say that!
You just did.
I will slap you.
I hit harder.
Ladies and gentlemen, this following contest is your main event for the evening, scheduled for one fall. Currently on his way to the ring, representing the new regime, he is the Mechanical Inkling Warrior, Rob!
boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh. And here comes the monster.
Yeah, monster is an understatement. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, standing 7 feet tall, all will suffer at the hands of Doomsday.
Yeah, boy.
Rob has stepped into the ring with Doomsday before. Don't sell him short just yet. Doomsday is a force of nature here in the XPWL that we can't even fathom, but again, Rob and him have crossed paths before in multi-man matches, so I know that Rob is not really intimidated. Although, with him standing and staring at you like he wants to eat you from the other side of the ring is any indication, I'd be very wary. And again, Rob not wasting any time going after Doomsday. He knows he can't afford to. He knows he can't afford to do anything else. He has to stay on him. Oh, and Doomsday takes him off his feet. Grabs a hold of him, and Rob fighting tooth and nail here. Hard shot. Couple stomps here. And a kick to the side of the head. Doomsday really laying it in thick.
Right in the noggin, and wait, Doomsday.
Oh, tried to pull him in for a clothesline, put his head down. Rob grabbed him and nailed him with the DDT.
Rob is getting all over on Doomsday, and Doomsday, he hasn't even had much of a chance to even hit him.
Not at all.
Yeah, and he just pissed him off.
Doomsday getting out of the ring now, and I don't think this is a no disqualification match. Oh, maybe it is. And Rob, oh my God! Good thing he's mechanical. That could have ended his career right there.
That is the second time we've seen that happen tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but the big difference is when Rob landed, he did a corkscrew and landed on his back.
That's true.
The other dive over the top rope, they landed right on their chest. And, whoa, Rob getting a little cocky here. Trying to sucker Doomsday in and catching him off guard with a combo attack. Irish whip. And Doomsday over the top to the floor. And Rob thinking a little bit differently about diving over the top this time, instead going under. Uh-oh. Rob, wait a minute. Whoa.
Is it going straight for the other announce table? We could actually see the announce table be used for the first time.
Rob trying to think about what he wants to do here. Nice neck breaker. He had that look in his eye when he went over to... Oh, Doomsday favoring his leg.
Something must have happened.
Well, Rob's got the sledgehammer. If anything, he'll go for the knee. Oh, sucker punch.
Jeez.
And oh! And now Doomsday laying into him, smashing his ankle and his knees. Trying to go for the head and missed. Doomsday tossed into the ring. Rob going around the apron here. Getting back in. Here comes Doomsday again, grabbing him. Rob able to block it. Rob is fighting tooth and nail, and oh, an axe kick. I keep saying he's fighting tooth and nail, and the funny thing about that is Rob doesn't actually have either of those. He's a mechanical inkling.
No, he doesn't.
Grabbing Doomsday by the head and throwing him into the corner. And, oh, hard shot to the chest. Doomsday with a kick in response.
Doomsday's got to be getting more and more irritated as this match goes on.
Oh, no.
I think he just busted Doomsday open.
I think he might have also cracked that hockey mask. I see some cracks around the eye section.
Oh, jeez. You do not crack a mask.
Oh, spine buster!
Oh!
Rob going for a pin. 1, 2, and Doomsday able to kick out. Rob's got a choice here. He can go for the splashdown or he could try something completely different. Grabs a hold of him, picks him up, and what the? Oh! Ooh!
Modified SWAT down!
1, 2, and no, only 2.
Doomsday again with the kick out, just barely.
See the look in Doomsday's eyes, though. He clearly was not ready for something like that. I think his noggin's been knocked. Oh, elbow does not connect. And Doomsday grabbing him by the head and a knee smash. Uh-oh. More weapons.
Weapon.
Kendo stick. And no luck there.
He couldn't even use it.
No, Rob knocking it out of his hand. Choke slam.
Oh, jeez.
And trying to strangle Rob on the floor. I don't know what good that's going to do. More choking.
It's gonna hurt him, that's for sure. Back into the ring.
Doomsday, oh, suplex. Rob dropped
Sai-
right on the back of his head, Saito suplex style.
Now it's, no, or at least it was Doomsday's turn to lay waste. Oh.
STO stops him dead in his tracks, though. Couple kicks to the gut and a forearm. And I think Rob is actually trying to damage that piece of the mask. Fist drop, and yeah, he's going after the mask. 1, 2. Doomsday barely kicking out there. Like, you know, size aside, you also got to consider, again, with Rob being a mechanical, being a mechanical inkling, you also got to remember that means his strength is augmented. So picking up and throwing Doomsday isn't as hard as it seems. And oh, what a knee smash.
Doomsday needs to find a better material for that mask.
Doomsday tried to clothesline him, went right over Rob's head. Neckbreaker attempt is thwarted. Doomsday throwing him into the corner. And, oh, Rob able to snap jab his way back out. Oh, DDT. Uh-oh, here comes. Picks him up. Splash down.
Oh.
That might be it. Rob going for the cover. 1, 2. And Doomsday again kicks out.
Jeez. Doomsday is taking a punishment of a lifetime.
And Rob throws him out of the ring again. Doomsday's having a lot of problems. Again, Rob with his metallic body a lot stronger than Doomsday anticipated. And Rob is really laying into him as much as he can. And Doomsday can't give up on the floor, but he tapped out to get Rob to let him go. And Rob again, a DDT on the concrete. And oh, kick to the back.
Oh, no.
Doomsday using his downtime to his advantage, going under the ring again. And, oh no.
Well, he's got the ladder.
Sets it up. Laying it on the canvas here. This could go either way. And, oh, Doomsday. Oh, kicks the leg.
Jeez, okay.
Picks up, Rob, and Rob gets off his back. And, oh no, gut wrench suplex. Rob very, very close to that, threshold here. Doomsday, oh no, Doomsday, STO into the ladder. Face first. And that mask is falling apart here.
He's got to be angry.
Oh, God, you don't know the half of it. I've known Doomsday for the better part of 10 years, and the one thing you don't want to do is screw with that mask. Doomsday, 1, 2. Rob kicks out easily enough, but I'm still surprised. Oh, fisherman suplex. And Doomsday, oh, no. Picks up the ladder, puts it back down. He's got plans for it, I guarantee you. Oh, no. Oh! Doomsday has been dropped on that ladder at least 3 times since it's been introduced into the match. Oh, no.
Wait. He's going to try to go for it early.
Up, over, and down. And, oh, God, the back of Rob's head. 1, 2, 3.
And that managed to knock Roverman out. The back of Rob's head just
smashed
hit the ladder.
Smashed into the top of the ladder, but I got to tell you, the look, Doomsday is trying to avoid going anywhere near the cameras. His mask is smashed all to hell. He's trying to keep his face covered.
That's a first.
Considering the factor that, again, Rob just got dropped right on the back of his head. Here is your winner, Doomsday.
Well, the mask, actually, I think it's reassembled itself.
It's somewhat held together, but the cracks all over it. That thing isn't going to last one more match. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it this far, you've made it to the end of our program. The next time you'll be seeing us, of course, is on Saturday night for Saturday Night Slam Masters. So, for all of us here, we hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope we will be seeing you on Saturday night for Slam Masters. That being said, for, of course, myself, for the Inverted Shadow, and, of course, for Jim Johnson of the YWL, again, thank you for coming to join us on such short notice, Jim.
You're welcome.
We will see you on Saturday night for Saturday Night Slam Masters. And again, for all your YWL action, please check out youtube.com/TexanGamer13 for all things YWL. We will see you on Saturday night. Good night, everybody.
I'll see y'all.